All right, folks, welcome back. I'm Jake Ellenbogen. Today we're going to be talking about Kyren Williams, the injury concerns, my thoughts on it. But before we do, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Also, be sure to follow me on all social media at JKBogan. And let's dive into it. So, I previously recorded this video already, but what I found was, for whatever reason, when you restart a Sony camera, maybe not every Sony camera, but this one, and I never have restarted it before, it resets all of your presets. So I didn't realize I was on continuous autofocus when I should be in manual focus. And so that guy right there, Mr. Michael Myers, who I just moved over there because he was stealing the show, the last video I just did on this topic over there was zoomed in on Michael Myers because of the crazy eye detection. You know, shout out to Sony. They have the best autofocus in the business. It comes with a cost to it. And of course, that cost was me being blurry the entire video. So instead of just putting that out there for the laughs, I decided let's make an actual video. And we're doing that now. So Kyren Williams. All right, last year the Rams went 1-3 without him. You know, he's already the second best running back in football, and he is going to be unavailable until training camp, according to Sean McVay himself. And so I have no issue with what we're finding out about Kyren Williams. He's got a foot issue, right? I'm not concerned. I feel really good about this, actually. They're taking it easy with him. Keep in mind, he broke his hand in the playoff game. He was, already on the sideline for something. I mean, yeah, okay, I understand being a little cautious about the injuries, but my thing here is we don't know anything, okay? We don't know anything about this. This is something to monitor. This is not something to freak out about. This is not something to be overly concerned about. This stuff happens, okay? I'd be way more concerned if he was holding out of OTAs looking for a new contract. That would make me concerned. This, no, especially with how adamant Sean McVay was that he was going to return for training camp. OTAs are great and all, and I've talked about before, I like the idea of having, my player, whoever it is, in OTAs, developing with other players, building that rapport, the chemistry, all of that. But it's not 100% like needed. Training camp is still not 100% needed, but it's the closest thing to needed. And I feel like if anybody was going to miss time, Kyren Williams, being that he already is the focal point of the offense, it's okay he's going to miss time. This does give opportunity to guys like Boston Scott, a newcomer, this year's third-round pick, Blake Corum. Last year's sixth-round pick, the Rams traded up to get with the Buffalo Bills, Zach Evans. Even their UDFA, Ronnie Rivers. It gives these guys opportunities because no one is going to emerge as the number one guy this early on, but it gives them opportunities to work here, and I like that. I'm a believer in we take the news as it's given, but we try to find at least when it comes to football. Let me be very clear here. When it comes to sports, I like to find the good and the bad in it. So the good is that these guys are getting opportunities to be number one running backs, or at least work with the number one offense, the first team offense. That's good. Early on, Blake Corum is going to get rookie reps with the ones. That's a good thing. That means he's more likely to be ready in case his number is called. The bad thing is Kyren Williams isn't out there, okay? But it's not that bad because, again, he'll be back for training camp. He's already very much integrated into this offense. He is a focal point for the offense. I think a lot of what he accomplished last year really changed the Rams' perspective on running backs. Now, you could say what you will, Jake, Todd Gurley was better. Todd Gurley did more. Maybe you're right, but I didn't see Todd Gurley consistently getting the carries Kyren Williams was getting, towards the end of the season. And so that gave me some excitement. That gave me some hope, and that made me feel pretty good about the future. And I think we have every reason to be. But let's not kid ourselves here, okay? Just because Kyren Williams got hurt does not mean he's not going to be ready for week 1, does not mean he's guaranteed to get hurt this year, does not mean that he lost the starting job. I see far too many people, and I really do like the player Blake Corum. They just saw him in, a Rams uniform because of the whole Panini, football card thing that they do, the rookie thing. And they saw him in horns. They saw what it looks like with him in a Rams uniform, not photoshopped, and now they're getting excited. And what I'll say is this. I like Blake Corum. I think he offers very similar traits to Kyren Williams. He's arguably faster, but he's also accomplished nothing at the NFL level. So, yes, there's going to be fantasy football fans out there who are saying, yeah, I'm trading away Kyren Williams as of today. I'm not drafting Kyren Williams. I am trading for Blake Corum. Do not have a overly ridiculous knee-jerk reaction. It will come back to bite you. And it won't bite you, obviously, as a fan, because if you don't have any stakes in it, whatever. But, I see a lot of fantasy football fans out there saying that. And I mean this with all due respect. Fantasy football is not football, okay? So you might be thinking, oh, Kyren Williams got hurt. Now this is my chance. And maybe that's part of the ugliness, I guess, about that whole industry and that business. It's not on purpose, but a lot of it's based on injuries and guys that get their, the next man up mantra, if you will. However, okay, Kyren Williams is ready to go for training camp. Sean McVay said it. He didn't beat around the bush. This wasn't, we'll see how it goes. We'll approach this, or it wasn't any of the, he's got a soft tissue. We'll monitor it, or it wasn't the, we're just going to keep this in-house. It wasn't any of that. With this Kyren Williams news, it was very simple. They laid it all out there. He will be ready for training camp. And I believe him. I believe them. So, with that said, I have nothing to worry about with Kyren Williams, neither do you. This is something to monitor, and monitoring is not worrying. It's just being alert. You want to be alert. He had something going on in OTAs. If something happens during the regular season, then you can go back. You could be like, did it have anything to do with missing OTAs? Did it have anything to do with a pre-existing injury? I mean, all of that. But currently, right now, I wouldn't call him injury prone. I see plenty of guys get, work done and, take, kind of precautionary time off. He's got a foot issue. That's what they called it. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I am excited that, everyone else in the running back room is getting opportunities with the ones. And I think ultimately, I hate to say it like this, but it's going to make the Rams better. I mean, think about it. If Cooper Kupp didn't go down last year, is Puka Nacua the guy he is this year? Is he able to be counted on? He grew throughout the season. But make no mistake about it, he doesn't get put in those opportunities if Cooper Kupp stays healthy. Because initially, it was going to be Cooper Kupp, Van Jefferson, and Tutu Atwell with Demarcus Robinson and Puka Nacua battling for it. Okay, when Cooper Kupp went down, Puka Nacua rose to the occasion. Not everybody does, but he did, and it gave him the opportunity. Cooper Kupp's injury gave Puka Nacua the opportunity to flash in the spotlight. It's the same thing. Cam Akers, okay? If Cam Akers ran like he did at the end of 2023, if he ran like, or 2022, excuse me, if he ran like that in that game against Seattle, are we really talking about Kyren Williams taking over? No. If Cam Akers was the best running back in the league in that game alone, and he had 3 touchdowns and had a 7 yards per carry average and whatever, Kyren Williams is probably going to be a backup the whole year. It's guys taking advantage of opportunities. That is the NFL. Guys work harder than other guys, and it all comes out in the wash. The bottom line is this. You have no reason to be upset right now. Nothing has happened. The NFL season is not about to kick off. Give Kyren some time. Let him get back. Stop with the injury-prone conversations. Stop saying that Blake Corum is RB1. He is not. He has not played a down in the NFL. Again, I'm a fan of his. I think it's going to end up being a great pick, and I'm rooting for him. But let's stop trying to replace the second best running back in the National Football League. Please and thank you. So that's all I got for you guys in this video. Plenty of other videos coming down the pipe. It's just I had to kind of re-record not just this one, but a few of them because the continuous autofocus was on and I had no idea. And if you're doing a talking head video, word to the wise, and I guess a hint here and a tip, if you are into content, this is a talking head video, okay? Here's the head. I'm talking, not moving. I just really just use my hands, like, you know, just talk with my hands. And I might move here and there, maybe adjust my seat, all that. This is a talking head video. This is not something you need continuous autofocus for. They don't need to zoom in on your eyes and track your eyes and stuff. No, I don't need that. So when that turned on, it kind of ruined all of my videos that I record. I recorded 4 today. It was supposed to be a pretty big day of uploading. And instead, I didn't get anything out until the end of the night. So sometimes that's what it is. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. Plenty of stuff. Also, we'll be on Bleacher Report around noon. So tune in for that. But that's going to do it. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Later, folks. Do you love talking about the Rams, the NFL, or just want to be a part of a community? Join my free Discord server today. We're over 800 members. We got 24/7 live chat, a level 3 boosted server, the ability to call into JE Live, playing online games with us on Kick streams, toggleable alerts for when I go live on YouTube or Kick so you don't miss a live stream, and exclusive giveaways. Click the link in the description, the comments section, or the link that comes up in the video to learn more and join today.